Hi, everybody. We're here to welcome everybody to our booking blitz. Today is April 14th, day before taxes. Who's excited about that? Hopefully you got all your taxes filled out. I'm here with Becky Chavez, and she has her busy bees that she's gonna have join us also. So we're here for a booking blitz, and we have some things that we want to go over before we start the booking blitz, just to help get us motivated and give us some ideas about our business and make our business work a little bit better for us. Okay, so right now I'm going to pass it over to Becky, and she's going to introduce some bingo cards. Take it away, Becky.
Thank you, Tammy. I'm going to share my screen, Tammy. Um,
Okay.
so what Tammy and I worked today and we created a bingo card and it's all about bookings. And the purpose of tonight's call was to get bookings. And so we are creating a a bingo card that is all about bookings and it's got cute little activities. Tammy, can you see my screen?
Um, it says that you're starting, but we haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
Nothing's popped up.
Okay. Well, it says it's going to share. When it shares, um, in the meantime, while we're waiting for my screen to get there,
There it is. It's based up.
okay. So what we did was we went in here and we talked and made up cute little activities that we do every day in our business. And with these, so we made it a bingo card. And the fulfillment of bingo card isn't so much about somebody's going to get a prize, because the prize is you're getting business. Okay. Um, So you want your own bingo. You want a blackout card is what you want for your own personal growth. And this is all about you and your business and helping you gain. Tammy and I both will be doing the same thing right along with you. So it's one of the challenges we have for you, and everything on here is the little challenge, is to post a video. And you can go to marketing imagery, get a video there. You can get a video from one of us. If you don't have one, you can create your own. Tammy and I both use Canva to create things. Others use CapCut, and there's others too. And so everything on here, we did give you a free space. It's not all working. Um, but everything here is just different ideas of how to ask for a booking and how to have a party. I am going to have Tammy explain to you one of the choices that's on here. It's called a block party. I'll have her explain it to you here in just a minute. She's also going to explain this everybody wins. Um, some of the other stuff that we've got on here is the print your Facebook list, which I'll talk about that here in a little bit. If you don't know how, message me privately and I'll go over it with you. But the main thing is every one of these things is activities to get people engaged with you. And so this will be one of the activities that we've asked of you to do. It'll be in the, we'll call it our resource document like they do on the Monday night calls, because everything we talk about, Tammy and I will share with you guys the video and the documents of what we're doing. Tammy, is there anything else I need to say on this bingo card that I forgot?
Um, I don't think so. It's pretty
Some of the
much
activities that
self-explanatory.
we'll go over tonight will be on this bingo card. Like there's a road trip one. We'll talk about that activity. There's some other ones that are on here that you'll hear us talk about here in just a few minutes. So if there's nothing else, I'll give it back to Tammy because she's got some stuff. Let me stop sharing my,
Okay, can I cut in for a second? If you have
yes.
any questions about how to do any of these, please just ask, because it does have on there send out booking CCE. That's consultant corner emails. So if you're not sure how to do that, we can help you with that. Um, that's the only thing that I see that would be really
If you don't
needs to
know
be
how to
talked
do
about.
your Facebook group friends list, reach out to us. We will be more than happy.
Right. And Becky had oh, I'm sorry. Becky had a really good idea about the posts that you make on your VIP groups and the posts that you make on your personal page. You don't necessarily have to make posts that have to do with Pamper Chef. The posts that you make just need to be interaction posts or posts saying, hey, have a great day. Posts like that so people see that you are online and people see that you are there, that you're always there. So you don't get lost with all the other posts that people don't see. So it's just to keep you active and on top of
Oh
all the
yeah,
algorithms.
much
Okay.
better.
So
That's that post on your personal page daily for 10 consecutive days. And that's like Tammy was just saying, that is just something. You could even go in and say, what's for dinner tonight? I'm stuck. It kind of sort of leads to Pampered Chef if you want to talk Pampered Chef, but you don't have to. It's just letting people know you're out there, letting them know that you are a real person and not because, if you ghost them in your VIP and you ghost them in your personal pages, they're not going to want to play with you when you ask them to do business. So, and I will make one, I probably controversial on this. I will make one statement, and that is avoid any controversial post. Avoid the elections as we're in election year. Avoid that because there's too many people's opinions that can start problems. You don't want to get into that. You don't want to get into the you don't want to post
religious
anything that
things,
would
yeah,
offend
the
someone.
religious or the society, social things, those kinds of nature, those kinds of things. Just keep it friendly and cheerful. Okay.
Keep it where there's not a controversy. If it's going to offend somebody, I mean, I do know that it is your personal page, but you're professional. So you want to remember that when you're posting on your personal page. You are a professional and people do decide whether they are or are not going to do business with you based on how you behave. So do remember that. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so Tammy can get into hers.
Hey, one more thing I do want to bring up is the teacher post. There's a teacher post down there. And all that is to maybe start posting about teacher appreciation. Usually Teacher Appreciation Week starts the first week of May. So that's why we put that in there to remind us to tell you to do that. Okay.
And
So
it's
Becky,
Mother's Day post. It's just I've got a cute graphic I'll share with you guys. It's calling out for mothers and stuff.
oh yes, Mother's Day post. Okay.
Ready?
Would you like me to share the document or would you like to?
You want me to share the document? I'll share the document. Let me see here. Let me go here. See, can you see my screen again, Tammy?
Yes, it's the April showers. Okay, so in this document is talking about the birthday bookings. There's some other wording that we thought was quite more delightful than what we were using. You're more than welcome to use any verbiage that you want to. This could be a daily task. This is more user-friendly. This is not right in your face. I'm cold turkey calling you. So it's a little bit more friendly. So what it is you go to your Facebook page on your personal computer and you click the events to find your birthdays. And you're going to send them a message. And so the first message, or one of the messages that you can send is a happy birthday friend. It says, congratulations, you're one of the winners of my daily booking drawing. From my friends list, message me back to let me know that you saw this message. And then there's other wordings that you could use also. When you are done with the wordings, there's some follow-up messages also that you can use. One of the follow-ups is to post a picture and you see 5 little pictures there of different things that you can use instead of words, but just pop those in and say, hey, I'm still thinking about you. Do you see me? If they don't respond to the pictures, there's other ways to respond. And they could be like, hey, how was your birthday? Hey, what was, interact with them. Um, just checking back to see if you saw the birthday gifts that I want to send you, that sort of thing. So after you've sent those and they finally responded, now remember you're going to go for the no, or you're going to go for a response. A no answer is not no reply is not an answer. So you want to go for the no or go for the thank you. I mean, go for the yes. So there's some overcoming some objections, and you see what you say when they say no. If they say no, thank you, or there's an overcome for time objections and no, not interested, there's different verbiage for those types of things. And then if they're still not interested, you can say, okay, that's fine. Here, let me send you your, here's your gift, which is going to be an e-cookbook. And there's a link for an e-cookbook or a link to go find the e-cookbooks that you can click and share. And then you also want to invite them to your VIP group. You always want to invite everybody to your VIP group. So you say, I just want to invite you over to my VIP group. Here's the link if you want to join. Come join. I share recipes, tips, sales, specials, whatever. Come and have some fun. Okay? So that's your goal of your birthday blitz messages.
And then if you don't know
Okay?
how to find birthdays, definitely reach out to one of us and we'll be more than happy to show you how to find your birthdays. Okay.
Becky's going to share with you an idea for a booking blitz. I mean, a booking idea about a road trip.
So I did this when I first joined Pampered Chef. I did the road trip, and it was basically you post this graphic and it's a map of the USA, and you post on your Facebook page this message here that tells everybody, hey, I'm on a trip across America. I want to see, obviously not really going to be making this trip, but I want to see where everybody's at. Or one thing is, there's another verbiage that I use, but I like this one here. And I've done it a couple of times. And I'll tell you, my very first time was I was trying to get somebody from each state, all 50 states. And when I had people that would just tell me that they were in California or something, I would go and I would ask them, would you be my host from California? Can I count on you to be my host? And so here's the message that, that you're sending them in a private message that, hey, Tammy, long time no talk or see, or, change the words so it sounds like you. And thanks so much for responding to my post. You're entered into the giveaway. Now, your giveaway can be your e-cookbook. Your giveaway could be anything you want to make it. I always start with an e-cookbook. Be real honest, I'm going for free. I'm challenging myself to host an online party in all 50 states. Okay. So can I count on you to represent in whatever state they're from? Okay. Simple, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And then you ask them, you always end the booking question or booking ask with a question. When you're communicating with somebody and you're dancing, it's a dance. Okay. So you really want to give them a question so they will respond to you. The same with the birthday. You want to give them a question. How, did you have a good time? What did you do? What did you get? Did you, this here one, you want to end with a question of how does that sound to you? Would you be willing to be one of mine from whatever state? Okay. If you have questions, there's a graphic. It's included in this. I just didn't choose to click on it and open it up. And then I'm going to give this back to Tammy, who's going to talk about these other options that we've got for booking ideas.
Just to piggyback off of what Becky just said, I've used that verbiage before when I'm booking people that I like it. I've gotten some parties, like my Hawaii party. I was like, I am one of my goals as a pamper chef consultant is to have a party from each state. I've never had a party from Hawaii. Would you please be my host for Hawaii? You know, I've got one from there. I've got one from Kansas. I've got several bookings just by using that verbiage. I'm just trying to get a host from each state. Will you help me out with this? If not, it's not a big deal, but you know. So
Always end it with
everyone wins
not big
is what
deal.
you, pardon me?
Said always end the, if they say no, it's okay. It's okay to say no. Find out why they said no to you though, because it may just be that the timing you asked them may not be right. You're always looking for bookings. So if you're asked for an April booking and it doesn't work for them, ask them if you can follow up again in a couple of weeks or a month, or when is a good time to follow up. Sorry
You
about that,
did?
Tim.
No, you're good. Um, so everyone wins is the booking that you get from your parties. This is where I get most of my bookings from my parties. And the way this takes place is after you have the party end, you're going to ask everybody who has not ordered. What I do is ask everybody that has not ordered in the party. I will include them in the everyone wins. And what I do is I will go to the members section on the Facebook. I will click on their names and then I will send them words. And I've included my boards here that you can download. I don't know if you can click on that, but anyway, there's words on there that you can download. And one says, "Hey, you're a party. Can you?"
It didn't
Let me
give
see
me
if
the
that
link,
works.
Tammy. It didn't link it. We'll have to fix that.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Okay,
Um.
now let's see if it'll go. Ah,
It's
sorry, I
okay.
had to put the link in.
So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to send a message to all the guests, and the message just says something to the effect that you are a party winner, and to find out what you won, you please message me back. And so what they do, and you leave your m.me message back. That way they're messaging you back. Let me see if I can
Okay.
pull it up here.
Hello, Tammy. Okay,
What?
where's it at, Tammy?
Okay, so you message your guest, congratulations, you're a party attendee winner. Message me back and I'll tell you what you won. Oh, gave you up.
Yeah, it gave me all of them, Tammy.
Oh, shucks. Okay, we're going to change that.
Uh,
Okay, and then you're going to go to your Facebook. You're going to go to your Facebook party on the party, and you're going to put this words. It says it's time for one last giveaway just for fun. If you're tagged in this post, you're random winner of a bonus prize, participation winner. And then it has where you say, okay, m.me at
is that
this, right,
this one, Tammy?
m.me and, pardon me,
Is it this one?
no, go up, right where it says everyone's a winner. Stop right there. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 down. Yep,
I'm like, where's it at, Tammy?
it's right there. You're probably So you're
Why
going to go
is
in the
it?
party and you're going to put that verbiage. You're going to say, you've been a party winner. We have time for one more um, winner. If you are tagged here, then you have won. And what I do is I go and I tag everyone that did not order. They were invited to the party, they joined the party, but they did not order. And then it has them message you back. So when they see that, you're going to get a lot of responses that say, hey, I saw it. Sure. Yeah. What's up? What did I win? You know, it's funny how when you give something away, everybody's interested all of a sudden. And then there's an image to go with that. So when if you don't hear back from them, you have your first follow-up. If they don't message seeing it and it says, hi, it's Tammy again about your prize, just trying to get up with you. Do you see this message? And then you're still not going to hear that. Then you're going to follow up again. It says,
Oh, it's not
I know
opening.
Facebook can be funny.
On your board.
Sometimes making it difficult for people when messages come across. You want an exclusive recipe cookbook, but we could upgrade your prize if you host a party. So it talks about how they can host a party. And then if you still don't hear back from them, you say, hey, this is Tammy again. I want to check back to see if you want to take advantage of the upgrade. Then after that, it's your last follow-up number 4. And it's where you actually give them, it's where you actually give them the cookbook. It says, here's your product. I mean, and here's your prize. I would still love to give you an upgraded product if you were to host your party. So I'll send them this, and then right after this, I will send them an invite to join my VIP page. Okay? So then you have the people that will respond, and this is what you say to them. This should have been the next one.
This one?
No, to the left.
This
When
one?
they go, yes, when they message me. So they're going to message you back and they usually say, hey, welcome to the party. I'm glad you joined the party, or did you enjoy the party? Or I'll say something in reference to the party. And then it says, you're a party attendee, winner, hooray, you won an exclusive cookbook. I'd love to upgrade. This is where your upgrade is. I'd love to upgrade you if you were to host a party, and blah, 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 about hosting a party, and you help out your host at the same time. And I can get you booked for this, whatever month, and we'll surprise her also. When you're looking at these, you're going to see like the host is in capital letters. Make sure you change the host name. Okay. You'll see down the bottom where it says month. You want to make sure you add a month down there. Now, I'm not saying I've never done it with host and month on there, but you try not to do that, okay? Because it's kind of impersonal. Okay, so then you send them that and they don't respond. You're going to go to the next one. And it's your follow-up. Says, hey, this is Tammy again with Pamper Chef. Just checking back to see if you saw. Do you want to upgrade and help the host out at the same time? What do you think? Then if they still don't get back with you, you're going to say, okay, it's Tammy again. I wanted to send your e-cookbook. I'd still love to upgrade. Here's your e-cookbook. Of course, remember you want to go in there and change the host to host. And then you're going to send them an invite to your VIP. Okay, I do have some different verbiages in there that I've picked up over the years, but those are basically the ones that I use. But the other verbiage that's in here might be something that will give you an idea of what to use. But like I said, this is where I get most of my bookings from my parties. And then there's also host follow-up messages also, but I think we're going to cover that later, correct? People that order. We have people that order follow-ups and ask them to book a party. We're covering that later, right, Becky?
Yes, I think
Yes.
so. If not, remind me. Okay. So again, we're gonna go into the next thing here. And we just put this here. This is just a friendly reminder that when you make every day, you need to jump into your VIP group, your parties on a daily basis, at least once. And you'll see that repetitively, and you'll hear us say it repetitively. Don't ever ignore a party, and don't ever ignore your VIP group. At least once a day, jump in. And when you jump in, look for where somebody might have commented, where you can respond to that comment. Excuse me, 1 minute. My dog.
Just to get back to this party, you want to make sure you follow through with all the follow through. Sometimes it seems like it's going on forever and ever, and you never hear back from them. But the next time you post, like they said on the meeting one time, the third follow up and the fourth follow ups where people will actually respond to what you sent to them. So make sure you do all the follow ups, as mundane as it comes out to be, because you never know who's going to book a party. And it's usually those later follow ups when you're tired of sending them and you're bored that you get the response. Okay, so I just want to add that in there before Becky
Just
moves
happened
on.
to me today. I sent
Yes.
my, hey, this little guy right here. I used the chicken one. And I said, hey, did you happen to see my message? And that's all I said. And they were like, this we're doing the third time I followed up with them and I hadn't gotten a response from the other ways I'd done it. So I just sent that little chicken, even though, I was trying to do something a little bit different. So I sent that little chicken and I was like, did you happen to see my message? And she's like, I just now saw all your other messages. They just came through today. Facebook is wonky. I don't know if anybody else is having issues, but Facebook, they're doing an upgrade, which is why the API thing is going away, is because they're upgrading their system. And as they're doing their integration, there's a lot of wonky stuff happening to Facebook. I have people that are responding to posts in parties from 3-4 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
They're just now seeing them. So don't get discouraged when people don't respond to you. Okay, guys, I'm going to shift gears. I have a little video I want to share with you guys. I took a training shortly after I first became a director, and one of the national executives was sharing some information. We were on this booking blitz thing with directors, and we're talking about how to jumpstart our businesses. And there was this one director who jumped on there and she shared how she went from 0 parties to $10,000 in 1 month. So I wanted to share her words with you, and we're going to share over the next couple of days because there's some stuff I'm trying to get my video thing set up here, Tammy, sorry. There's some things that she's got in here that are really helpful. Now, this video just gives you an idea. It's an overscope, but she actually shared her words with us. So here's the video. Hopefully you can hear it.
Hi, everybody. My
Can you
name
hear it,
is
Tammy?
Denise, and I am a
Yes.
director of the organization. I was asked to come on here and record a short testimony of how my business went from the bottom of the barrel to my biggest month ever in personal sales last October. And my business has continued to see that impact from 1 month's worth of hard work all these months later. So to give some background, last summer was very difficult for my family. We went through a very painful situation, and it was being reflected in my business. So I was not green in August, and I was not green in September, which meant that October was my do or die month. It was the 3rd month for my team to maintain our directorship status, which means we had to submit $5,000 in team sales or we were going to lose it. So I was feeling pretty good about things. On October 1st, I had 8 parties booked. So we're looking pretty good. Well, by October 3rd, all 8 parties had canceled for various reasons. And so I was back at square one with nothing on my calendar. So not going to lie, I was pretty distraught. But with Paula Rockner, Becky Berwig, my mom, and other directors in our organization, they really encouraged me to press forward. And especially Becky Berwig, she talked on the phone with me we probably talked for an hour, and we came up with a list of ideas of what to do to get green that month with $5,000 in sales. And skipping ahead, I ended that month with $10,000, over $10,000 in personal sales. My biggest month ever to date. And it was the month that it had happened, and that was after all of my parties canceled. So that is just a testimony to do not give up. There is always something else to try. There are always other ideas out there. There is so much knowledge and wisdom from those on your team, your upline directors, specifically Paula and Becky. They have so many ideas and so much wisdom that if you want your business to grow, tap into that and never be afraid to try new things. There's a quote from Thomas Jefferson that I really like that says, "Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time, because you don't know that one more time could be what you needed." So I'll share specifically what I did, but just remember that there are other ideas out there. There are other ideas that have come up since last October for me. So always be willing to try new things. So the first thing that I did is that I reached out to everyone in my VIP group, all 300 plus members at the time, sending them a private message about having a party. The other thing that
I'm going to stop it for just a minute because she shares her VIP group information, and a lot of you don't have the VIP groups yet. So don't, just because that's an idea she shared, don't get overwhelmed, okay?
that I did is that I reached out to local businesses in my area to see if they wanted to have a fundraiser. So specifically, I reached out to my vet and asked if they wanted to do a fundraiser to help build a little kitty for people who can't cover vet bills, so they could draw on that. The other thing that I did was I reached out to people about doing share rewards fundraisers. Now, about share rewards fundraisers, because you might be thinking, Caitlin, you can't combine those two together. And yes, you technically can't, but you can do with whatever you want with your commission. So what I did is I created share rewards parties, and then I offered to donate part of my commission to the organization or to the couple in need, different things like that. And the share rewards fundraisers are what turned my business around. So what I did is I reached out. I personally have a lot of friends who are missionaries. And so I reached out to them and I said, hey, I would love to support your ministry by doing a Pamper Chef fundraiser. We will set it up in such a way that as your friends support you with their support, you say thank you by giving them the opportunity to participate in a group discount of up to 25% off the entire catalog. What do you think? Oh, and then I will donate, my 15, 20% commission to you at the end of the party. What do you think? And that is what turned my business around. I had so many share rewards fundraisers booked. And guess what? From those parties, I booked regular parties because I reached out to their guests about booking a party to help out their host. And I told them that if they booked their party in October or November or whenever I was looking to fill up my calendar, that I would donate 10% of the sales from their party back to the original host. So back to the original cause that we were raising money for. And so from that, I have then built a strong calendar that each month I go into the month with several parties already booked on the calendar. So it's not a mad scramble at the middle of the month or the beginning when you realize that you have a gap. And so I just want to encourage you, and I will put all of the verbiage and what I did and everything like that in the captions of this video so that you can copy and paste if you'd like, but always make sure that you are inserting your own tone and everything so it doesn't sound like Caitlin trying to impersonate you. You do want to come across as you. So anyway, I hope that is an encouragement to you here in the middle of the month, that even if your party calendar is not where you want it to be, if you're sitting here with 0 parties on your calendar, there is still time. You should be working your business all the way up to midnight on the last day of the month, because there is still time for you to reach your personal goals. And so I just want to encourage you to keep striving forward to reach them.
Okay. And I just want to share something with you guys. I'm going to close out that YouTube thing. I want to share with you guys while we're here sharing my screen. Let's see here. Sorry if you hear my grandkids in the background. Oops. On her personal website, this is one of her parties. I clicked on her party thing to see what it looks like. And this is what her parties look like. And look at this, guys. She puts right in here what she's doing. And she makes it so simple. And she sends them to where? Table. And it's right here. And down here, she says, join the event, which takes them to table. Takes them right here from, this is in our consultant's corner. This is how she's got her set up. And it takes them right straight the event page at the bottom. And when you set up your parties in Consultant's Corner, you can add your table link right in that, and it will take them straight to table where Pamper Chefs put all the videos. Tammy can share more about the table part of it with you. But I wanted to show you, since we were talking about her and the money that she makes, and how she turned her business around from having no parties to lots of parties. I wanted to share with you what her parties look like. And let's see here. I shared that. She uses Linktree, and look at this, guys. She uses Linktree and she keeps all her parties linked together. And that's how I saw one of her things, but she keeps it all right there in Linktree. Now, I personally don't use Linktree because I just never have used Linktree, but that's how she keeps all hers together, and they all link the same way. But to see here, I don't have my hold on here. Let me see if I can get it. Oh, Tammy, I don't know what I did with it. I'll stop sharing my screen for a minute and I'll find it. Okay, Tammy. Hi, Holly. I see you're driving. Tammy is one of my co-founder,
Hi,
co-worker.
Holly.
Somebody
Sister
chat.
team.
So what was the chat? Tammy, did you see it?
Are you talking about what we have on the end of the resource document?
No, there was something here in the chat. Hold on one second here. I was trying to get over here to this. Right
Well, it's
here.
Tiffany. She says she's sorry she's late.
Oh. Okay. I wanted to go in here and show something right quick.
Hey, while Becky's looking for that, I want to talk to you about what a block party is, because that's one of the squares that is on the bingo. And a block party is when you group together 2 to 5 hosts in one virtual party. So you're going to have a virtual party set up, and you create a party and invite 5 hosts to participate in it. And if I am actually looking at Dash, and it talks about how you set up a party. Each host has their own shopping link. They invite their own friends to the party. So throughout the whole party, you're referring everybody back up to the host that invited them so they can place an order with that host. So what a block party is where you just join together 3 to 5 different hosts, and it's all in one place where you're only having one party going on at one time. With Facebook virtual party, wouldn't that be great? That's a good way to generate some sales without having to hold 5 different virtual parties at the same time. Another thing that we have in one of the squares is to look up Dash and look at the bookings, how to book a party on the Dash training. If you're not familiar with how to get to the Dash training, you go to your homepage, your consultant corner page. You can look over to the very right,
You want me to go to
and you will
homepage?
see a column of different things listed there, and you can see where it says Dash training. And I encourage you to go there and look up the Dash training is really good about giving you a foundation of how things are run. And then you can build off of that foundation.
Okay, I got it, Tammy. Are you still with me? Did I lose you? All right, what I was going to show you, I showed you Caitlin's thing, her party thing where it's set up. But what you do is you go over here when you're in Consultant's Corner, you go over here where it says the links, and you right here, do you see that? Where it said add an event link. If you you put your Facebook group there, but you could put your table there, which will take them straight to table. Now, I know I have seen some others that have put in their thing in the comments down below that when they click on the event and register by signing in with their phone number, that they're automatically entered into the door prize. Because when you go to table, let me get over here to where Tammy was talking about. when you go to table, sorry, my dog's adamant the door's shut and he's adamant about coming back in. The kids are taking showers, sorry. Why is it being so slow? Okay, Tammy. When you go to dash, it's over here in the corner. When you go to dash, that's what Tammy was talking about, where the training and stuff is. See, you guys all saw, even I have rough months. Tammy and I don't hide anything from our people. We're very honest. I'm probably more transparent than Tammy is. Tammy's a little more quiet.
Yep.
Let's see here. Hey, so this is what you were talking about, Tammy, right here, right?
Yes.
And you want me to click on the booking one? Is that what
Sure.
you were?
Well, this is where you're gonna go so you can cover up that square on the bingos. Come watch your bookings if you haven't watched it already. It's always good to have a refresher.
Even for Tammy and I, they update things from, I mean, I've been with Pampered Chef for almost 4 years, and Dash has changed the booking ways a couple of times. And not that they've changed it, but they're adding more stuff because as consultants share their experiences, home office is listening to us. So please, if you have ideas and suggestions to make it easier for you, feel free to send it to home office. They listen to those emails. But here's what she's talking about, the trainings. See, they've updated it. And I took them when I first started. See, I have a 0 because I haven't been over here. But they're all right here. And the trainings are so simple, so fast. It says it's going to take you less than 5 minutes to complete. And they're so fast. And it's spinning on me because my computer's slow. But see how simple it is? And sometimes they have videos. I'm not real sure if this one does or not. It's not completely loaded yet. But it just kind of tells you things. And one thing I'll tell you, and Tammy will tell you the same thing, mindset makes a big difference when it comes to the business. Good mindset. So where did you have somewhere else you want me to click on the dash?
Ma'am, I just wanted them to know where they could go to figure out what the booking training is. Okay. So
If I go
Becky,
back to
you ready to move on
consultants,
to the Blitz, or is there something else you wanted to share?
I'm going to go back to consultants corner right quick. And
Okay.
I'm going to touch on the CCE that Tammy was just talking about. I'll show you where to go
Very
do
good.
it.
Very good idea.
Because this is a really good way to reach out to people who've ordered from you in the past. Even if you just finished a party, it's a good idea. While it's loading, customer service is very important in our business. Why my computer's loading, I'm sorry, guys. Customer service is very, very important. And Pampered Chef, if you listen to trainings from home office, they talk about the 2-2-2. So 2 days after they ordered, you want to make sure you personally are thanking the customer again. Even though you thank them in the party, you want to reach out to them personally away from the party and thank them. You have all their information. If we click on, I'm going to click on my son's name because I use him a lot to order things for people. But if you click on them, their information's in here. See that? Everything, not even his address. I sent something to somebody. It's not even his address. But I used my son's name to do it. But if you want to make a note about your customer, about something, you can add a note in here. So like if they tell you that cast iron's too heavy, they can't lift cast iron, you can make a note about that so you don't try to sell them cast iron. Or if they tell you that they're trying to get pans, you can make notes for yourself right in here. You want to see if they've ever ordered anything or what they've ordered before? It's right here. And you can click on it. It tells you what they ordered. You want to see what shows they've got booked? It's right here. And I see, it's all right there. You can put all that information in it. You can put their wish list here, and it's coming soon, but it's supposed to connect to their wish list. So, but to get to it from home page, and I didn't click back to home page, I clicked back to contacts. On your home page, it's under contacts right here on the left side. You click on contacts and it brings it up. My computer's probably going, what are you doing? We were just there. And then it comes up like this, and their information will come up. And if you were going to send out, like Tammy was talking about, this is all contacts. If I just want my guests who've ordered or just my host, if I'm doing a booking one and I just want to get the people who used to host from me, I can click on just host and I can get everybody who's ever hosted a party with me. And I can click on this button right here and send a customer email. And it'll pop up and you can put whatever you want in there. Okay. Did I cover there, Tammy, what you need was trying to say? Why this is loading?
Yes.
Okay. So it's all, and my computer said, no, you're not doing that. Anything
So
else?
in the message, oh, I was gonna say in the messages, you can make up a cute little image and you can apply that to your message that you sent, your email also, if you want to. When you send it out of the consultant corner also.
One thing that I will say, and I'll go here to this customer, just because I clicked on a party right quick, is when you're doing host coaching is very important for parties. Very important for parties. If you don't coach your host, and it doesn't matter how many times they party, something might be different. The way you're partying or something might be different. Okay. But from here, Pamper Chef's installed some little to-do things that you can check out to see if you've done it. But you can email your host right here. And down here, they have the host information, including the host packet, including the host specials, including order sheets, including host rewards, and even a top 40 suggestion list. Okay. So this is all right here. It's in your party thing. And you just, from your party, you just click on host coaching and it's right there. And you can email it. You can set it up to send out text message too. It's too much to send it in a text message to me. Did I miss anything else, Tammy?
I don't think so.
Okay. Then I'll stop my screen share.
I think we were quite thorough today.
Okay.
Okay. So I want to thank everybody for joining. If you have any questions about what we've covered here, or you have any suggestions, please share. And we will be sending some more information with the wording from Caitlin. So we can go from $0 to $10,000 in a month. Okay. Becky, what else do you want to say? So thank you for joining us.
Pretty much it.
Thank you.
Anybody have questions? I see who's on. Tiffany's on. Holly's on. Do you have any questions? I know Holly was.
I've got a question. Okay, when we're trying to do table, if you ever go in to look at table, there's so much stuff that does not make any sense. Anything that's like it'll say, I mean, it'll be so many places where it looks like we're supposed to put inserts into stuff because what they're looking at looks like a second grader did it. And apparently I don't know how to do it because all I've done is just set the table party up. So is there something we're supposed to go in there and type a lot of stuff in? Does that make sense?
There's let's see here.
There's content that you're supposed to add to your tables. The only place that you really interact, I think, is right now is on the chit chat. But as far as
Okay.
entering anything into the table components themselves,
Let me grab table right quick.
Because
we haven't started doing that yet, or we haven't learned how to do that. You may learn that in your
okay.
training.
Well, there was like 2 or 3 different places that I went and looked, and it would say, I don't even know. I'd have to just look it back up and say it was a couple of days
Sure.
ago, and I don't remember what it.
Let me go over here to table. Let me show you something right quick. And it's a good question. It really is a good question because they are suggesting that we send everybody to table. So let me, oops, I clicked dash.
Exactly. And I mean, I've not had a good experience with table, really.
Table and I are not friends. Sam
Me either.
does better with
I think
table
it's
than
just it's a different thing, and I think it's because we're not used to it. I've had quite a bit of luck with people. Once I've switched over my shopping link to the table link, I've had a lot more people joining my party, and I think there's just as many people ordering as there was before, which is sharing the ordering link. But people seem to like it a little bit more. On
Oh,
the
good,
feedback that I've
good.
gotten, it's a little bit more, but it's a little bit different.
I'm still
I would
learning.
suggest taking the baby steps. I would suggest taking the baby steps and adding to it as we go along because there's so much more that we can do with table. But at this point, with the new switchover and stuff, it's a good idea just to take it slow and add as we learn. The
Okay,
training for
thank
table is awesome. If you can get on to any of that table training that they have to offer, take
Even
it,
if you
go
can't,
back and relook at it. You can learn so much from it. So many great ideas that hosts share that go on the
even if you
table.
can't get online, register for every training that they have. And I will say that now for every training, not just table, but any training that Pamper Chef offers you, even if you cannot attend live, register for it, including the test kitchen live, because they will send you the recording. They'll send you the link to the recording. And that it's very beneficial to you to take the time for your business and watch those recordings. If you can't get on live, I mean, I get it. It's hard to get on live. Okay, so when you create the new party, I don't have a party to create, so I'm just going to put test. Okay, and you would put in the normal ordering link here. Okay, I highly recommend you type some sort of a welcome message here. Now, people say this is optional. You definitely want to put what is your ending because people pay attention to that. If it's in front of their face, they're going to pay it. I don't do it, but they highly recommend doing a welcome video. I don't do it because I don't have one. Okay. I need to get better. I'm not comfortable doing it.
Well, that's something we're going to work on.
You behave.
No, I'm just no, I need to make one also, but that's one of the next steps I'm going to add to mine to start making videos to add to my different things.
And you know, the trend is videos get attention. I mean, am I really excited about the fact that videos is where people only have 2 seconds to spend on and things. So we have to make their party experience where they'll stay, okay? And if 2 minute videos or 2 second videos is what it takes to get your people to stay, then that's what it takes. And this thing is in my way for showing you what I want to show you. Okay. So this is that test one. You want to go here to Content Manager. And as you can see, my computer is spinning. Tammy. Okay. And Content Manager is where the party stuff is at. And if you go to, it's all outlines, Tammy, because this is the ones. Where am I
Go to
going to?
folders.
But if you've never downloaded their stuff, you're going to all outlines, right? Or you're going to
Go to folders. And then you click on the wedding add-on. Click on the wedding add-on. Okay.
Okay, so here's
Where did
I
you
went
go?
to save PC content.
Okay.
And this is where all of the content is that PC has here. And you would click on save to my folders. Save to my folders. The April add-on. And then you can add, if it's got the leaf, that's Canada. And we don't want to do Canada. I have in my parties the fresh spring flavors, the April add-on, PC Live, the wedding add-on. I do have the Beat the Cooking Blues. I do have the Chit Chat. In my folders, I also have some of the older stuff that was in there, like the Nostalgia, Beating the Kicking Blues, the Budget Friendly Basics, I believe is still available to you. I do have the Dinners on a Dime. Some of these others I have, like I do have the fundraiser one, and I know it's in there. I have a lot of them in there, and I do drop them in. And sometimes, like this one here, I will click on it and I will click on the edit. And like here, I don't need an intro because I'm doing the April intro. So I'll delete it because I don't need the intro because I'm using the current month intro. I don't need two intros to a, but then it has the different things and it added in there for you. And one thing that, oh, here. And so it kind of looks like this when it pops up. And like if you do the products, it's going to come down here and it's going to show you the stuff. And this is what your customers are going to see when they're doing that. They're going to see that. And in Chit Chat, which I did not know before, let me just show you. I got invited to a leader's Chit Chat. Let me see if I can find it right quick. She may have closed it out. She has. Oh,
Yeah, some really good ideas about adding the different back parties, but for the sake that we have with our just starting out, I would recommend just doing the 4 that Pamper Chef offers right now, just to not overcomplicate it because we are learning. So if you don't have those other ones that Becky has, it's okay. The great thing about Table is the first time that you log on for that month, there's actually a video that walks you through everything, and the video will show you how to do what Becky's showing you right now. It will also help you with which folders you should apply to your table for that month. So it's a good idea to watch that.
This consultant does add her own templates in addition to what Pampered Chef gives. And so she was showing me how to do this. I haven't learned it. I'm still learning.
But that's
But this
something
is
that
what-
we can learn to do in the future, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
But
So I
see,
think
this is
we should
something
save it
else
for
that
that.
we can add. It's an added feature that she chose to do. Same
Right.
with chit chat. I didn't know anything about chit chat. She's the one who showed me chit chat because I
Right.
did not learn chit chat from Pampered Chef. But see, she goes in here and she shows and puts her graphics that we make right in there. And she thanks her customers right in there. She goes in there and she thanks her customers right in here. Along with her, along with doing it in her Facebook parties too.
No, the top of your hair.
Because some of them don't go to the Facebook group after they came over here. They don't go back. So she's sharing this. And I'll tell you, like, because I'm in her thing, like this post right here in the chit chat, when she made this post today, it went to my text message that she made that post. Until I was in her party and signed up, I didn't know what it looked like when my customers got it. So I would highly recommend registering as a guest in your party so you get to see what your guests see.
In your table trainings also, they show what it looks like in a party when you're as a guest, as part of the training. I've seen it posted there also.
It's
Okay,
really
so
neat
Becky,
on your
it is
phone.
neat what we can do. Yes, it is. So I think we should probably wrap it up because it's getting kind of late. And is there anything else you think we need to share?
Note. And Holly, did you have any other questions or? Did I answer your questions,
No,
Holly?
I will. Yes, ma'am, you did. I guess it's in chit chat that I can't figure it out. I'll try to find all the training for that because I did not register for the training. I thought I did, I guess, because I don't have it.
Try off.
They have it quite often, and there's a training that actually starts this week. Tuesday or something. I don't know. There was a training. I'm sure Becky can help you find
Okay.
that.
Okay, thank
Um,
you.
Yes, or you can find it in your consultant corner under the stir.
Okay.
There's training in there also you can look up.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel
All
like
right.
I've
Well,
done like 800 hours of training.
yeah, it
Thank
never,
y'all.
Holly. I wish I could say it ends, but it never ends.
No, it doesn't.
Right. Oh,
And I'm sure that even like Stacy, who's got 18 years under her belt, is still learning. She's
Well, she's
probably
the one that's
Oh,
doing most of the
gosh.
training. Yeah.
now. She's probably learning from other people because I don't know about you guys, but I absorb when I go to other, like Tammy and I will even bounce things off of each other. And it's like, I didn't know how to do that, Tammy. Where'd you learn that?
Well, it goes both ways. Okay. Thanks, Holly, for hopping on here. And I hope everybody has a
Thank
chance to
y'all.
look at the replay. It was nice meeting you. Thank you,
Yes,
Becky,
ma'am,
for
you too.
joining us today and all your insight. I think it's been very helpful. And
You want to end the recording?
do you want to say goodbye?
Oh, goodbye, everybody. And
Okay, goodbye.
she's reminding me,
Thank you.
Holly, you don't have to jump off. We can stay on for just a minute here, but we'll